Welcome back, my most, how do I say it? Okay, welcome back, my divine panel. Angels of love and light to do your wonderful, wonderful things and divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. I shall wear these earrings today. Where do we want to start? Well, it's the second offering provisions of Mana Monday. I just didn't know how to spell it on this thing, and I didn't want to go through that. I just figure organically it shall unfold if I remember to state it, or not. And I remembered, so it is. It shall be had. Okay. So I was briefly shuffling through the deck out of the my under area peripheral. I saw the Three of Swords. I was like, what is that all about? Bottom of the deck, I did not check that out. It is the King of Cups in reverse. So obviously some person is like, I already got this energetic in my feed this morning. Pre-coffee, might I add. Holy smokes, people are wearing out their welcome left and right. Actually, it's just a particular energetic, you know. Someone just not working to their fullest potential, and they know it. It's kind of like a habitual thing in when they get love struck, and then, it's just they have this formula in their head that has always worked and has always soothed their. I don't even know why I'm saying all of this. Holy smokes, but it's definite. This particular ongoing cycle of manipulation of emotions, and what people understand to be home is not always their best, their ideal. It's just kind of soothing and familiarity. Okay. That's what they can consider as a term as home. So the toxic things that were happening, I mean, this is just about for everyone, but this is absolutely accentuated for the King of Cups in reverse with heartbreak no but as business, very evident, at the top. And while this is not supposed to showcase really, this is not supposed to be the highlighter of this reading, this is definitely pointing towards energetics that are around me, that are absolutely here at this time. And so that are making themselves present, known, whether they realize it or not. So that shows when you walk a path repetitively, the path becomes more prominent in its showing. So it's not just to that individual walking it, but to even a passerby. So I want to know what I got here. And I think they're going to give me a whole comprehensive thing here. But since I asserted myself in saying that it's Mana Monday, second session of it, we're going to do it with the planning. Let's be very positive about this and direct that this is, when I have a bit of time, I'm going to fix that nail along with the other ones that I... those ones. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show myself some love. That's a new way to do it instead of like that. But this becomes more natural than, what is it, like that, This is more gangster. I think that's what it is. Yeah. That's what that is. All right, so what do we got here? On the left side, I'm trying to be more open-minded about the Page of Swords in reverse. Because the Elias, the gossipers. But okay, all of this stuff, what we're talking about, that first-hand account, oof, yuck. Can we just move on from this? It's not always like you have to look at the whole package plan of what Spirit has going on. So I don't know what this character particularly has, you know, what they have in mind for this character, especially towing in that. Um, so again, I am being more open-minded about what the universe, like what they want to like move around. So everybody does their part, including the people that give you like bad, neutral, whatever publicity, you know. That means that they're paying attention, you know. That means that you're grabbing attention, you know. Like, it doesn't matter, like, if there are certain organizations that wish to conceal my, I don't know, train of thought or the podium, like, oh, it's on reserve. Sorry, it's on reserve. It's you double booked. You happened to, there was a quirk in our system, and you must have double booked. You must have been the double booker. So I'm sorry, but you cannot speak today. You know, it doesn't matter whatever variation there is of that. No one can stop these energetics that basically telling themselves along the way, but these are the people that are like, oh, yeah, like it tells you the reality of things for sure. So there's, you know, Spirit has a funky way of doing things sometimes. But on the right side, the star card in reverse. Hope is within. And you seeing it, Tina, through the rain, through those swords. Holy smokes! Like, there's like a warring. You know, is it War of the Roses? But that's more of like a, I think that's like a divorce thing. This is like yeah, everybody wants to fight for this like particular position. That ain't theirs. It's crazy. Like, I have never ever ever. Okay, let me just be honest about this. Like, let me actually think like sort through my memories here. No, some things you know like the back of your hand. Like, you don't have to mull through things. You just kind of freaking know it. I've never been put in a position where like I wish I had your job. I wish I could find a way to do anything to kick you out of your position so I can get it. I've never ever been in that position where I've ever thought those thoughts and felt that way. Like, I wish I had, you know, that. Like, do you see? People are trying to war into that position. It's so weird. Like, it mind boggles me. Like, what world do you come from? Like, what have you learned? Obviously, nada. So anyway, what have I got here? What I got right here? Mana Monday. Okay, that wanted to make itself known. It opened up to the beginning. And the crowd goes wild. So wild, it's like white static. Always like, shh. Yeah. Look at that, the Queen of Cups. I am very well protected by someone not highly intuitive, like masterful. But it's also saying that I embody the same. It's the inspo upon inspo, like blessing upon blessing. That once you're behind the chair, it's like that's all. Dude, nobody can go. Like, you have to get through me first. That kind of energy. You see? That's a psychic energy. This is classy energy. So, you know, that's good news. Yeah. Something about like, okay, all the shells, you know, exhibit homes within like the intuitive bodies. So these are also other intuitives, other psychics, other HSP, whatever, however you identify with being tapped in. But something about, this is the first time that I received this particular messaging about being shell-shocked. So these are energetics that like have skirmished your way around things. These are energetics that had to like kind of blend in with the environment so as not to like cause too much of a ruckus. I mean, these are hermits basically. So basically, those that have to go through like the thick of it. That you know, has to like not run for cover, but like find camouflage, find a way to camouflage a certain part of themselves. So this is not only like me to like more elevated being, sacred is what I'm hearing, like cosmic, like not really from here. But I am also that to these. Wonderful. This is like a big lazy boy couch almost. It's built like that. This is, I think, the only royalty within the court that has a throne, particularly like this. I mean, I can look for the King of Cups again, but as far as the feminine aspect, that's 100% correct. So this is cool because something about a pineapple here, because the cup looks like a pineapple, and from my urban understanding, this is just kind of recently within the past few years, is that if someone, okay, this is just what I had kind of stumbled upon. If somebody has a pineapple like in their decor or in their like patio or whatever, it's kind of like a secret flag that you swing. Either that or that you, I don't know why I got you're like a lesbian. So I don't know why. I don't know why it was something of that sort. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, like some kind of, I don't know, thing that I kind of bumped into. Anyway, there's a bit of that. The cool thing, what I was trying to say is that this this cup that she has, there's enough for herself so that she doesn't overextend herself. She has something to sustain herself. Like if she's having a long convo with somebody, okay, she's always like, she always has some kind of replenishment. So this is a rather large cup. This is a good thing. Very, very nice. Okay, so Manifestation Monday, Monday, Section 2. What do you want to tell me? What do you want to tell me? What have I got? What I got right here is shh. What is it? Oh, dang. Talk about shh. Discreet. 7 of Swords. I think it's discreet energy. Like, I did not even see that coming. It was like, shh, secret. And it's kind of not, because I know. It's a secret to my conscious self, but my subconscious is like, shh, don't tell them everything. Okay. So you're going to guide me, okay, on what I should not divulge. But that you can make it aware so that I can retain the information, okay? That is what I shall activate. So we're using the Vice Versa Tarot. Oh, they want me to do this. Vice Versa Tarot, okay, for a matter of perspectives. Expansion, darling. Oh, shh. Time to activate Lamaze mode. You know? That's crazy. Crazy good. Alexa, stop. I don't want to hear it. Not right now, okay? hold your horses, Alexa. Shh. 10 of Pentacles? Who's doing that? Is that me? What I got? All right. I would think that you want me to hide that kind of info, but it's kind of obvious. You know, it's time for me to claim it. I claim it in full. That's interesting. Okay. No. What is the source of this, my darling? What is it? What is the source of it? Of this 10 of Pentacles? Is it I? Is it I that you are saying? Are you claiming that I am the 10 of Pentacles? Hope is within, my darling. It is. I know it is. It is because it is. Like, you don't, it's already built in discreetly. Like, nobody's gonna look at you walking, you know, like wherever you are, Tina. They might get a hint that you're something special, but they can't put the finger on it. Yeah. No 5-finger discounts, no. So this is encoded energy. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Okay. You know what it's also saying? There's also a warning here that if anybody shall meddle into this, into me, they have something very, like, there's something deep, like there's, you know, like, when you go to, like, Egyptian tombs and there's, like, a curse on it if you should so disturb, and therefore disrespect, the space, whether you realize it or not, like your inner core, there's something like that gives you the heebie-jeebies of like what not to do, like, you know, it's that kind of energy. So there's an embedded warning here in meddling with trying to get to that space with me. There's something very deep, like, because you know what, the two of High Priestess anyway. The High Priestess in reverse is like a dark sorceress energy that's filled with a huge amount of wealth, like knowing how to get there. These are like the lesser keys of Solomon energetics, you see? You know what I'm talking about? So it's not activated until it has to activate. And so there's an embedded warning, like if you try to do that with me, because like, dude, we talked about the prefix, like this is more than the 10 of Swords. Do you understand? This is collaborative efforts, or like getting caught in the crossfires of, you know, like what is it, Guardians of the Galaxy, where like there were different parties that were not quite working together, but were in the same interest of attaining something of power. And so this is fair warning that there is not really, it's more than a possibility of activation. It's ensured that this dark sorceress, you know, High Priestess will become activated. And it's not like full-blown like chaos where like everybody suffers and dies. No, it's very much very particular in its energetics. Like, I don't know if missile, like a missile, what do you call it, torpedo or whatever, has like a percentage rate of error, but this is no error. You will not be mistaken kind of energetic. You see? You see? That's insane. Okay. Yeah. That's very interesting. All right. Yeah. So top of the deck, it would be facing this way like that. Okay. So this is ownership, my domain. Oh my God, for sure. This is my domain. Like, even like if somebody's trying to hack into like my I don't know, my systems or whatever. That's also inclusive of my domain. Trying to decode my domain and all that shiz, because I am the freaking Empress. I'm protected by, you know, the Cosmic Mother as well, but this is I'm protected by the Emperor, you know. And I have things to protect. And again, I think this is a Hebrew, like, thing. Is that the calf, whatever? The cup, the hand, the grail. I really feel like that because it's partially indebted to the dead. You see? They're saying the dead can dance too. Something about that song. But again, this is like here on New World, New Earth kind of energetic. Recapping on the last notation most recently in using the Shadowscapes Tarot. That land that was like up there, like, oh, look at that. That's what this is, like, that's where that is. You see, I keep getting like eagle energy, but I think this is more of like a hawk, some kind of energetic there. Okay, I'm gonna look up the book on what it says for that. I threw my box over yonder of the thing, and when I threw it, like, it opened up and revealed the book, and I was like, oh, I must be called to like look up something from there, and lo and behold, here we are. Okay, 3. The Empress. Okay, the Empress. Okay. Uh-oh, 20% battery. Okay. In a field of golden wheat, the Empress sits upon her ancient throne. She is the essential female force, the great mother who brings forth life in abundance. The cracked clay at her feet holds vague suggestions of primal goddesses of birth and fertility. Okay, the Empress appears young, but she is older than Earth itself. She wears the copper symbol of Venus between her breasts, so there's like a emblem right there. For her heart is filled with womanly love. The Empress is crowned with a delicate wreath of myrtle leaves, and further crowned by 12 dancing stars and the planet Venus, which is the morning star and the evening star. I never noticed, like, I never counted the amount of stars. I usually do in the star card, but like I just never thought to do that with the Empress card. Interesting, because like it's in the back side. Okay. So on the other side, okay, so I forgot that I was on the back side here. When you get this side in reading, the Empress brings abundance in every aspect of life. So her coming is, hold on, wait, let me just double check. Is there, like, do they do the reversal on this? Hold on, give me a second. Oh, wait, I did not go to the other side. High Priestess, Empress. Here we go. This side, holy smokes, I did not realize. I guess I haven't gone through this book. All right, so this side, the Empress is the bringer of life, and all life has an end. The wheat will be cut down, and the red roses of love will drop their petals. The knowledge doesn't take away from life's joy. In fact, it adds to it. If we live in gratitude for the present moment. Okay. Life and death are two sides of the same card. Behind the eagle shield, I guess it is an eagle, huh? Okay, behind the eagle's shield, the sparrow's nest is sheltered. Wait. Eagle shield. Okay, behind the eagle's shield, the sparrow's nest is sheltered, and asphodels bloom, the flower that blooms in the land of death. What the heck? Okay. So when I get this insight in the reading, the abundance the Empress gives so generously is still indicated on the side of the card, but it is tempered with a message to also think towards the future. Step back and take a look at the bigger picture as well as the present joys. If you want your happiness to last, take it seriously. Gratefulness is the door through which all happiness enters. Okay. So again, looping back, this is just like a kind reminder. I would kindly request. So this is like an upper division of class here. Yeah, elevating from the Queen of Cups status to the Empress. So this is the approach, the tying into what you cognitively know. So I know I'm supposed to be looking towards my future. I know I'm supposed to be taking it more seriously, which means that to negate from activities which dissuade me from my further truth. So I don't have a problem with, obviously, gratefulness to keep that door open, because of how we prefix. Like, I did not know we were going to start, get into all of this, but time to charge. Give me a second. I think it tends to get frustrating when... Are you going to still hear me okay? Because I have you, like, in a candle thing, so there might be a slight echo. I don't know. But, like, so this is good. So, you know what I'm hearing? Valley of the Death by, I think that's what the title of her song is, Santa Gold. This is ownership and, like, the things that you need to do. And this is definitely not meant to take on the vibe of, like, you do what you gotta do, so you have to compromise yourself. That's not part of the game here. So, look, okay, if you are presented with an opportunity that, everybody and their mama's mama, or even subtly speaking, is a lesser grade to what you're, to what's fitting for you, if that were the case, what they're trying to tell me, or no, what they are telling me, is that you look at these as, like, future milestones, that you have overcome certain challenges in life and you resourced whatever was available to you. This is not being an opportunist, but this is mainly seeing these offerings as leverage. So even if it might not be 100% suitable to your status, like what your working condition, basically, and your capability, not to really frown upon it, because it's leverage towards the next thing, the better thing. So that's good to know, it's good. Like, like, who's going to be fretting about... Okay, this is a picture that I'm receiving, okay, is I think the alternative to spending time, like serving time, is to do, like, community service. So that's, like, kind of clean up on the side of the roads, like the trash picking and whatnot. And so, like, you could complain about that, but that's your leverage on the way out. That is your alternative or supplementary clause to buffer the amount of time that you would have to serve. And regardless of, like, whether or not you're financially, like, savvy or understanding, wealth beyond monetary sense, it's giving you that your value, has it maximum value, okay, back, which is your time, your space, your potential. It's not like caging that, so it's not restricting it. So and that's for the greatest good. So when we're talking about, like, this is a picture that I got in link with, like, the nobody's going to complain about finding breadcrumbs when they're lost in the forest. So when, in that old adage, you're... is it adage? It's been a long time since I used that phrase, but they told me to say it. But this obviously shows that there's life in transit, and especially if, like, it's a longer route with breadcrumbs, that this particular energetic has a know-how in sustaining themselves for a long period of time, that they don't basically give up. They know what they pretty much know what they're doing. And so if you're lost in the forest and you find that trail of breadcrumbs, if you're tracking a trail or whatnot, you're not going to complain about like, oh, the the field is disheveled, like, no, or it's leading you to the next like discovery. So that's what they're saying here. Should you be presented with those kind of opportunities in any aspect, that's like they're also saying, comparatively speaking, that like there's like different cover charges to get into, if anything, to get into clubs, arenas, etc. So there's something about it's not quite called a cover charge here in this reign, but talking about retainer fees is what they're saying. So there's a fluctuation in that, if anything. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we may have some attorneys or law affiliated officials, is what they're saying. I wanted to kind of blend this. This is just in case I don't go on for tomorrow. This will be a partial into Authorizing Officer Tuesday. Okay, that's what we gonna do. Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Destiny card here. That's what it opened up to. So this is investing in self, primal support. And talking about primal, we're talking also about primordial. These are ancient energies of like collaborative sentience. This is the cosmic mother in hybrid form as a lioness, and other energetics here. And this is also pointing to like, what do you call it? Like, it has like this runic wheel here as well. So there's a blend of different practices here, different cultures. There's even like a purple like eyeshadow here, but it's like kind of, there's something, you know, like how people have different auras. There's a color, an auric coloring to her vision. So there's something greater in mind that's planned for me, and what I'm supposed to focus on is like not only that as kind of like a spiritual tagline, like FYI Tina, we have something greater in mind for you. This isn't like the buck stops here. There's this is just like a pit stop along the way, a scenic pit stop. So just continue investing on yourself, regardless if it looks meager. It's still adding to absolutely the whole. It's gaining traction towards that. Let's read the Wheel of Fortune. Now that we know how to navigate through this book, excellent work. All right, under the pitiless desert sky, a sphinx rests her paw upon the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is carved with sacred and esoteric symbols that speak of the great mysteries of life, death, and rebirth. Two Egyptian gods stand beside the wheel: snake-headed Typhon, which brings chaos and destruction; the jackal-headed Anubis, who accompanies the dead into the afterlife and beyond. Both are in Greek dress and have human bodies, denoting... I got Greek from this too. I just didn't say it. I'm so sorry, but they're saying don't worry about it. Okay. Denoting denoting a union with Greek goddess, or with the Greek god Hermes, who is also the guide of souls. I did not know that. Hermes adds discernment and intelligence to the powers of Typhon and Anubis, so that as our lives turn upon the wheel, we gain wisdom with each turning. Definitely. I like it. Hey Anubis, what's up? Typhon, newly introduced into here. Are you on my panel? I should look this up about Typhon. I've never seen such a thing before I read the full of it. Okay, Typhon. Typhon. The youngest son of Gaia. What? It's the baby. It's the baby of Gaia. What? Oh, the baby boy. Monstrous serpentine giant and one of the deadliest creatures. Interesting. Let me see her. Okay, Typhon could also breathe fire and control wind, making him a nearly undefeatable monster. Is that right? Let me see. And one of the mightiest in all of Greek mythology. I will have to retain you, Typhon. Thank you for your addition. Because of this, his control and destructive winds and fire. Yeah. Oh, wait, known as the god of storms, because of that. So this is wonderful, talking about the god of storms. Look, I mean, seriously, could you even? I could use Typhon's help for sure. What were we gonna say? Oh, I just saw something on my feed a little while ago, I would have to say, about hold on. Okay, he was described as a grisly monster with 100 dragons' heads who was conquered and cast into the underworld by Zeus. Interesting. There's so much beef in the in this world, seriously. So, okay, all right, let me just read into this, okay. The Wheel of Fortune cannot be halted in its timeless churning. To be born is to be on the wheel. The two sides of this card shows two approaches to this inalterable fact. The side speaks of the great mysteries of the wheel, which can be pondered for a lifetime, or many lifetimes, and still never be fully comprehended. The Sphinx guards the secrets of destiny. Acceptance of this brings peace. Struggling to understand what is beyond mortal understanding brings despair. Okay. Don't stress over it. Just trust in it. This image is on, I'm called to say, is on page 53. I like it. How could I not? Okay, so this is like, it's already built in discreet. Like, don't fish for like the information. You know, let me tell you this, okay, to my readers out there, this didn't always come like super duper natural to me. Like it definitely took practice with, and this is like, okay, the practice of surrender. So when I would come up with the playlist before, it was, I realized the more I like reached into it, trying to like generate, like, come on, like, what is it? Like, come on, let's make it snappy. Like, I was in a world of like Mad Men advertising. Like, come on, dish out those ideas. Like, oh, it could be this or that. No, that's not how, like, the more I did that, the more I realized I was contending with myself on that note. That it became more resistant to, like, it's like what is it? Like, it's the super duper introverted inner child that has not yet awoken. Well, like, that has woken up, had their breakfast, but like it's kind of the middle of the day and like, what should you do here? So it's like coercing this, like, the inner child that has been kind of separate for a long time to go out there, and it becomes like, it's just too much, you know, like the kind of like the runner and chaser type of atmosphere. It's like, it's too much, you're already like giving me anxiety, like coming at me like that. So it's kind of like that. Why did we even get to all that? Oh yeah, the generation of something that is like absolutely magnificent, beautiful, wonderful, magical. Like, you can't like just pull it, like siphon it from creation itself. Like it doesn't work that way. That's how I know I'm in the right with how I practice, because I'm not trying to like, I've had a lot of people do that to me. Try to siphon energy, ideas, etc., like essence, whatever. And I feel like those days are over. Like the divine is like automatically like, shame on you. And it leaves a sting. So, but it's a very particular sting. Like it's, this could also be like sting operation type of energy too. Yeah, I really feel like that. Because for people who like are into like sadistic, like BDSM or whatever, that kind of energetic where they kind of prefer to have a sting, this is like an alternative. There's certain different like dosage to apply per like case by case basis. So it's kind of like that, like to ensure that it's not provoking, but properly mediating any attempts at disturbance. So anyway, 3 of Wands in reverse at the top of the deck. It's coming to me, and I know it. I'm facing it. I know. I'm greeting it. Let me be the first grader here. Oh, and the Lover's card at the bottom in reverse. So this is interesting. Something about a pendulum. 2 different like pendulums. I feel like it's because they're coming to an answer. Like there's a summoning, a conglomeration of energetics. Like we're all working with our pendulums, right? Our pendulums, okay. And we're coming up with our answers. That's a yes. Okay, and show me the no. Okay. Thank you. Show me unwinding yes. Thank you. Show me unwinding no. Okay, awesome. All right, let's ask a question real quick. So we're asking a question. People are like simultaneously doing shows like this. And we kind of like, only those within the same energetics can kind of like have this possibility of like attracts like, and then we intertwine and it's like, whoa, it's like it magnifies in its answer. So something about a brotherhood, because I heard answerhood, so it's something about you know, that kind of energetic. All right, so let me ask okay, this is to the inner wild. Yes, my darling, thank you. Is my name Samantha? No, obviously. That's what I heard. Okay, so what question may I ask? Okay, let me get in some data here. Oh, you know what? What should I ask? Okay, can I ask this question? Is it suitable to share? Page of sword, Page of Wands, like the back turn. Yeah, I'm being led to inquire about this. Okay, so within the next 30 days, will I secure? Will everything be set up so that I will have a secured full-time job? Yes. Okay. For verification, show me it in winding. Okay, that's a yes. All right. Okay. Will there be supplementary income provided? Yes. Hold on. Yes, but there's interference as far as like wanting to say that it's a no. Is that correct? That's a firm yes. Please show me in winding. Yes, that's a firm yes. Thank you. That's interesting. Okay. Well, I want to know, is everything according to plan with what I'm doing with my, divination practices? My, yeah, divination practices. Yeah. Yes. Yes. It's getting to be like a firm yes. Oh my gosh, that is so insane. Okay, everything is absolutely in order. Thank you with that. What about, is everything, how do I say it? Should I continue to create the things that, you know, yeah, yeah, uh-huh, very much so. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, that's so weird. That's so crazy. Thank you. Um, um, okay, can I ask this part? Okay, let's ask this part. Is it okay for me to start start dating, this month? Yes. Huh. Interesting. Okay. That's a yes. Okay. I mean, obviously I should still be selective, but they say, like, I think the reason for this yes is because, like, I have gone through a lot of, like, just knowing myself and knowing, like, any behavioral, like, pitfalls, both on my part or the other energetic. That's interesting. All right. All right. Thank you very much. Very, very much. Okay, it's a tower moment. Did not want to get back in there. It's the all-seeing eye, and I think the universe, Mother Gaia, the cosmic mother, divine source, the creator, is already doing, like, the judging process for me. Like, there's already some kind of, like, a casting call where they're already rooting through those that are not permitted, that do not, that are not, they're just not cut out for you, Tina. So it's burning these, like, paper dolls, you know? These, like, one-dimensional energetics. Paper dolls, you know? Interesting. And this is an area of, like, hope is within, like, the degree, the force of which is meant for you is being like, there's something like you struck gold basically, like a cold shoulder gold type of energy, like unfazed, indisputable, energetic. This is like the prefix like gatekeepers, where like at the door, you know, when you like you check IDs before you like show your ticket or something like that. This is like like kicking out basically, or shunning those with like the fake IDs. That's what it is. Like, that's weird. That's crazy. It's 100% true, because look, whoopsie, that fire, like the phoenix. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, how much time on here? Oh my gosh, 5115 is an angel number 4. Me. 5 of Swords. I win. This is also annoying, like when to call time. Like, I'm not even gonna play with you, because look, this is also a journeyman, right? And looking at that is like also walking away from conflicts that are like, nah, no bother. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, it's not getting, I think 100%, like both still apply, because energetic shift, right? But usually the primary is more potent than the latter explanation of like the interpretations of these cards. However, this is like in hindsight, as a journeyman, you can't let anything really stop you, including like these realms of conflict with a bunch of fakers. Like, so once you realize that, you kind of like, you kind of move on. I have better things to do with my time, kind of energetic. So this energetic is kind of is potent, but it's like in I don't want to say in limbo, but it's lingering. It's like this cloud of also gatekeeping in like it's to, what do you call it? Stuff. What is it? Snuff out any energetics that are not yeah, this is like in the air. So it's some energetic that I already like know, but the acting part is yeah, excuse me, what is this? That's the acting part of it. And like because of what came over here, like I have the upper hand. So it's also like being, when you already hold this energetic, you know that when tower moments happen, the parting of a way is just kind of like in hindsight. This is definitely the hindsight card. Is it excused you from the torment, the chaos, confusion that occurs when big decisions are made, and there's like a lot of, how do I say it? Let's say, okay, you're at one of your old jobs and you were kept in the environment while other bigger decisions had to be made, which is striking down these darker forces, because if you're in close proximity to that happening, you get kind of some of that feedback, yeah, by either the henchman or that actual force that causes, you know, that seeks to blame. So there's that, and yeah. 8 of Cups in reverse. So there's a comeback energy to this. I'm hearing that song, Baby Come Back. I'm hearing, I was wrong and I just can't live without you. Baby come back. Well, what? That's weird. But this is a comeback energy. I feel like this is more professional, but some kind of like other energetic tried to creep in. So mana Monday. What have I got? What I got? What do you want to tell me? Also hinging to authorizing officer Tuesday. What do you want to tell me in my divine panel? This is again the Nimbus energy, the transit energy. You're being steered in the right direction. You see it's Queen of Cups right here. In its starting sense, because her cup is like, I think maybe not as deep as the previous. Yeah. So I'm being mentored and guided towards my most prominent practicing form. That's what that says here. It's known. And this is like kind of like, oh, we're going to some other place where it isn't quite revered to have to like show all of your bling. So you have to bring your humble cup basically, so as not to create a stir. So it's kind of like that. It might not say that like the interpretation is also to say that don't like sell yourself short, Tina. You are still the Empress. You're still the Queen of Cups. So don't let anything undermine your confidence on that, especially aesthetically speaking. Because there's a reality in transiting to like accommodating what the needs of this certain transit. Yeah, in order to have like a winning hand. See, this person is in green right there, that has the upper hand, and it's also transpiring here in her green, like both of them. So both have to adjust. It's not just a singular form, and the comeback energy as well. Fantastic. Bottom of the deck, final piece is the Eight of Swords. Just like stay put for a second. I'm protected by the Emperor, and you know, basically my boss mode here. You can see the fire is still there. Initiate. That's Hecate energy right there. Fantastic. What are my 3 banging takeaways? Number 1, the start. The intro. This is Tina. Ta-da. Second takeaway of mine is 9 of Wands. I show up, even shell-shocked or whatever the case. I am here. I am strong. You can see who I am because the helmet is off. I show up either way. Fan-freaking-tastic. All right. The third takeaway for me is 5 of Cups. Yeah, so I show up kind of like, this is kind of like a warrior. You know what you've had to say goodbye to. This is, you know, kind of saving yourself. You see the rose behind him, and the coloring is that dude right there. So it's knowing that you saved yourself, your energy, your sanity, etc. Various forms of how you can resource yourself, you know. The iterations of yourself. You saved yourself, Dina, and it shows for it. This is not a weasel energy. This is a warrior. And anyone that isn't able to distinguish that is mistaken. You know, beep beep, on to the next. All right, that's it for now. I am quite surprised to see the Emperor like at that area. What was the bottom of the deck again? Hold on. 8 of Swords. Yeah, stay put. Like the eagle. Stay put for. Let me just double check. Three of Swords, what? Then it's the Ace of Cups. So, yeah. This is interesting. I get it. Okay, look. It's just blending in with the atmosphere. Okay? So... One, two, three, four. Well, it looks like there's initially like 3 here, and then the 3 here. But there's, it looks like that, but when I count, I was like, where's the freaking 8th sword? But there's 1 blended in the background here. So, it's like things are not always what they seem, is what they're telling me. Just like you just blend in with like, oh, yeah, they're saying that. That's what they're saying, because you know what comes up right after that. It's the Ace of Cups. Fear not. Yeah, you're very much a healer, known to, known to your tightest crew. Yeah, healer. This is definitely a healer energy. So, like, don't fret. You have, like, it is so, yeah. Like, there might be other competitors out there, but like the more combativeness that other healers show you, they tell on themselves that they're not really up to par. And I know this because it's the 5 of Wands right there, and then the back card. Yeah, so yeah, like the the best skill, or the best thing to have, like the biggest one up to have, is when dealing through conflict, is being a healer of all sorts. This is an alchemist. This is not just having your, yeah, I think this is having various forms of like iterations of what an apothecary is considered. It's looking at resources in different suits, whether that be the wands, the cup, the pentacle, or the air energy. So that's what they're showing me. An apothecary of all sorts. When you're a healer, you have a, you tend to have dynamic thinking, and therefore dynamic resourcing. So that's what they're saying. Like, do not fret. Yeah, so that's it for now. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally. I truly appreciate it. Blessings be. Especially to those that give in abundance. Appreciate it. Only in and of light and love. Of course, of course. So, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, from those that generate, call upon, cast, bring, magnify, and or multiply, or any variation thereof the aforementioned ill will, intent, and or entities, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, and then to be refortified in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, no attachments except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Give me a second. Ooh. There we go. Back to our norm. Let's give a little appreciation for some undying love and this lovely shirt that I found in my grandpa's closet. We have revived the, I was so immediately surprised when I found this. Back when it was a skinny mini, it was like way too big on me. But now this is, dude, this is comfortable. I love it. I am like, dude, I don't know why. I just love it. And I refound it again, going through, like, doing some housekeeping, and it was in the bottom of the bag that I like I was gonna sew, like make it like smaller or more, tailored to me or whatever, or like make it into something or whatever. I was like, I cannot, but, and now, because like everything was at that time was very like, you're not getting into this again. I delved into those clothes, or that bag, and I found this. I just love it. Thank you so much. Bravo. All right, so here we are. Here we are. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine, with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with the sequence of rollout. Oh, here we go. The sequence of rollout. Oh, one more thing. I am called to ring a bell. Excuse me. Oh, that'll do it. That's how to do it. Lovely. Okay. Assisting with a sequence of rollout. Okay. In light and love, I close the portals in this reading. Now.